Crazy photos you won't see anywhere else. She just found an old document showing that one of her ancestors served under Napoleon I as a light infantryman during his entire reign. Nebraska girl Audra Thomas photographed in front of a tornado, 1989. The girl uses Hulk's hands to move the cacti. Prague, 1910 versus 2020. Young woman on her roller skates, circa early 1900s. Titanic survivors Charlotte Collier and her 8-year-old daughter Marjorie after they finally made it back to America in 1912. Charlize Theron as Meredith Vickers. 80s movie villains. A smartly dressed lady from Kentucky around 1900. Crystal the Waitress, 1964. Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan on their wedding day. And now. Tape dispenser broke open to reveal plaster that looks like cheese. Che Guevara disguising himself to get into Ireland, 1965. Aaron Gray formed Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Elizabeth Shue, unfinished buildings beside Lake Sevon. The Chapel of San Baudelio de Berlanga from the 11th century, located in Soria, Spain. It was built in the middle of nowhere on lands that once marked the frontier between Christianity and Islam. Plain and simple on the outside, its palm tree-shaped central column and beautiful frescoes make this church truly one of a kind. Marilyn Monroe hitting weights in between photo shoots, 1952. In 1975, there were over 1,000 Howard Johnson restaurants and more than 500 motor lodges. The beginning of every school year. A 3,250-year-old tablet from ancient Egypt lists workers' reasons for not coming to work: brewing beer, bitten by a scorpion, and his eyes are hurting. Two-toned bouncy balls. From a train station in 1906 to a deli in 2024 in Vernon, New Jersey. Las Vegas Strip, 1984. You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel. Who remembers Minute Maid ices? Orange was my favorite. Abraham Lincoln in 1861 and 1865. A noticeable 4-year contrast against the backdrop of war. Madame Jean Calment, 1875 to 1997. The oldest verified person to have ever lived. She drank wine and smoked until the age of 117, and she was the last living person to have met Vincent van Gogh. Joey Ramone eating ice cream in Japan during the Ramones' first trip to Japan in 1985. Weird cats in Africa. Diane Lane unleashed. The clearest image of Venus's surface, taken by a lander that melted after 2 hours. It remains humanity's only direct glimpse of Venus's surface. Unemployed lumber worker goes with his wife to the bean harvest in Oregon, August 1939. Elizabeth Montgomery, 1963. Lindsay Wagner, 1977. Charlie's Angels, 1976. Albert Einstein and his sister Maya Einstein, New York, 1939. A young Bill Clinton shaking the hand of John F. Kennedy, 1963. Olivia Newton-John, 1971. Couples in a bar, 1959. Pittsburgh. Scooby-Doo gummies? Anyone remember the blue ones? The last photo of Freddie Mercury, 1991. McDonald's McDonaldland glasses, 1975. The face of a Stone Age woman, reconstructed from a 4,000-year-old skull discovered in Sweden. Credit to Oscar Nielsen and the Västernorrlands Museum. Ceramic electric toaster by Pan Electric, Ohio, USA, 1928.